So the land acknowledgement that I have prepared. We acknowledge that we are gathered today on the ancestral land and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. For countless generations, we're told it's 12,000 years, the Mi'kmaq people have stewarded these lands and waters, sustaining themselves through the rich natural resources of this island, and maintaining a profound spiritual connection to the land.
Welcome to Charlottetown and the second Global Mental Wellbeing and Substance Misuse Conference. It is a profound honor to address you today as we gather to explore, understand, and tackle some of the most pressing issues of our time: mental well-being and substance misuse. And I can tell you, being a part of the City Council here of Charlottetown, no different than any other City Council throughout Canada or in North America, the issue of mental health challenges, the issue of drug addiction crisis, the issue of misuse of alcohol, homelessness, is contributing to our biggest issues in our communities. And we're trying to work together to embrace solutions that are workable, that are practical.
We are not here to reinforce the existing problem, because we all know mental health is an existing problem in our community, but we are here to find solutions. We are here to spread the love. We are here to change policies. We're here to work towards making sure that our environment is mentally safe for each and everyone to operate.
In Canada, 20% of Canadians experience a mental illness or addiction each year. And of course, PEI is not immune to these challenges. However, there is hope. This conference highlights the importance of addressing racial trauma and mental stressors within marginalized communities, and the need for culturally specific strategies for resilience and recovery.
The biggest challenge we have in the world today is selfishness. It's greed. We all know that. All these policies, we spend billions of dollars writing policy. Alex, come back, they loved you last year, come give another slam dunk. I said, CEO, just to be clear, you are inviting me to teach your people about love. Not really. I reminded them at Delta Hotel yesterday, racism is the absence of love.
This year's conference theme, Embracing Wellness, Balance in Minds, highlights the need for continued focus in addressing mental health and well-being. As a society, big or small, we face mental health challenges that affect individuals from all walks of life. This is not just a personal issue, but a community-wide challenge that impacts families, workplaces, and collective well-being.
So, embracing wellness, it certainly sounds easy, doesn't it? Why wouldn't we all want to feel our best? Why wouldn't we want to empower our colleagues and peers to live their most fulfilling lives? Why would we not want to make each person feel welcome and safe? Why would we not ask for help when we need it? Unfortunately, although these questions seem rhetorical, they are often met with unsolicited answers. So how can we work together to change that and move forward?
UPEI has an overall strategic plan and specific strategies related to mental health and wellness, equity, diversity, and inclusion, as well as now our action plan on cultural renewal, and most recently, just earlier this week, release of a review of our board governance procedures. Inclusion, equity, and reconciliation are core values of the university and have been considered in all of these documents.
So we want to sort of hit a baseline of people who are at least healthy, but we want to make sure that people are thriving. So we want to ensure that we have an environment that is inclusive, that is supportive, and promotes belonging, so that everybody can achieve their full selves and their full potential, which is one of the goals of UPEI. Within universities and colleges, of course, we have a special population and a special obligation. We have people that are coming to us at a particular point in their lives and exploring their new autonomy and independence as young adults. For the most part, the majority of learners in the college and university settings are between the ages of 18 and 25. We are, of course, working very hard to expand that because we think learning should be lifelong and we want to include all learners, but at this time, most of the learners are still between 18 and 25. So
this review could be a catalyst to transforming our education system and in turn, transforming the lifelong health of children into adulthood. However, it is going to require bold leadership, bold leaders, and additional funding. And it is what continues to drive me every day in my role as a member of the Legislative Assembly. Please join us tomorrow, 8 a.m. PEI time, for a half-day conversation to see how we can take things that we've learned here into tools, tips, and techniques that can help us get to where we want.
What, in your view, is the appropriate age for us to start engaging children in mental health awareness and starting to talk to them about these things?
I don't know what the appropriate age is, but it's before that 12 years old where they move on to grade 7, go into junior high, are suddenly exposed. With cell phones now, it could be even younger. They're exposed to a lot through cell phones, and bullying is starting earlier and earlier. So, very good question.
And in your presentation at the conference, you talked about harm reduction. Tell someone who doesn't know about harm reduction.
Harm reduction programs encourage participants to identify their own needs, priorities, and goals, supporting people to work through identified barriers. In the harm reduction model, service providers offer services without judging participants' perspectives or choices and can give practical options around healthy behavior changes based on the individual's unique situation.
Yeah, so I talked about harm reduction in relation to drug use, but the reality is harm reduction is a strategy that we all employ in our daily life. So going to the beach and putting on sunscreen is harm reduction. Going and getting in your vehicle and putting on a seatbelt is harm reduction. It's recognizing that there's risks inherent to what you're doing and taking steps to reduce those risks. And it's the same thing when it comes to drug use. Harm reduction is about connecting with supports and services that can help you reduce risks in high-risk situations or high-risk contexts.
Second Global Mental Wellbeing Conference just ended here in Charlottetown, PEI. And we are so happy that we set out to, one, engage different stakeholders to network and talk about mental health, substance addictions, and related issues. And we believe that has been accomplished. Number two, we set out to see what is working elsewhere. What can be done differently? What is the research telling us? Several speakers have mentioned that the research data does not lie. You can take it or leave it, but facts will be facts. And three is to give power to the people sharing their lived experiences, service providers sharing their expertise, and people who have never been to PEI to talk about how they are feeling, and even people who just came from outside PEI. This, I believe, is one of the monumental events, and we hope that we can build on the success, and would love people's opinions and feedback on how we can even do things differently. please visit www.peersalliance.ca and visit our social media, Peers Alliance, on Facebook, Instagram, and these lives. Thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure once again. Can I get a hug?
Absolutely.
Also, thanking.
Thank you.